What's going on, dudes and dudettes? So a couple interesting stats that came out of that Chargers win in Brazil. Looks like they had 17.3 million viewers, which is quite large, but it was free on YouTube, so I'm sure that's why. It is their first win versus the Chiefs since 2021, which is crazy. And Keenan Allen, 6 of his 7 receptions went for a first down or a touchdown. He also had 3 third down conversions, so yeah, big time upgrade at the wide receiver position this offseason. And Justin Herbert became the third player to have 300 plus passing yards, 3 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions in an international game, joining Tom Brady and Drew Brees. Joe Alt was pretty much the number 1 offensive tackle according to PFF with a 91.4 grade, especially his pass blocking grade. He also allowed 0 pressures. A couple guys did as well, but he's at the top of the list, which is great to see. And then NFL's top 5 passing yards, Justin Herbert is up there third right now, which is pretty cool. And yeah, sadly, Denzel Perryman suffered an injury early in that game in Brazil. Looks like it was a high ankle sprain. He will most likely miss 4 to 6 weeks. And they did add linebacker Kanai Mauga to the practice squad and released running back Naheem Hines from the practice squad. Apparently, another reporter said that they released wide receiver Jalen Rager, who I believe was on the practice squad, but the team has not announced that yet officially. A little bit of an update for my fantasy football. I have 2 teams that are regular fantasy football teams and 2 that are like, if you're the least scoring team in the league, then you get cut out. I honestly thought because I lost those matches I was going to get cut out, but it's actually if you score the least amount of points, it doesn't matter who you're playing. It's just like a matchup to be a matchup. But of course, now I have basically 4 still live going fantasy football teams, which I did not think I was going to be having this year. But of course, that is now the case. But yeah, 2 of my main ones that I actually control more and care about, I ended up losing both of those, especially that one where I only lost by 2, and that was that Sunday night game with Lamar Jackson, and he had him, the other guy. And basically, once he passed me up in points, I said, F it, I'm just not going to watch the rest of this game. So, of course, I missed that great ending to that Sunday night football game live. But I think I would have just been stressing the whole time because Lamar Jackson ended up not doing anything once he barely passed me in points in fantasy football. And then I would have been stressing watching the whole thing go down either way. So I guess I'm kind of okay. I didn't have to deal with that stress. But then there's also like a thing where you pick NFL games and stuff, the winners. I believe on that I was like 12 of 16 correct, which isn't too shabby. So yeah, I was pretty excited about that. Hopefully it can do the same thing this week. But yeah, overall, to lose by 2 points and a guy ended up doing nothing after you stop watching is just horrible. Just horrible.